There we are. It's being live streamed.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Harmony and Healing Show with Cindy and Julia. We are delighted and honored to be with you here today.
We are.
And yes, we are. So if you're new to our show, welcome. I'm Cindy from Northern British Columbia, Canada.
And I'm Julia from the big island of Hawaii. Amazing, isn't it? The span between our countries, and we come together to do the show and to do our academy. I just think that's one of the benefits of modern technology, because there's sure a lot of frustrations with technology, but that's one of the good things.
It is. It really just kind of bridges the space between, and bridges the worlds, and we're able to come together and, you know, build great friendship and collaborations. And so
And
it's,
reach, and reach people with the message of truth and peace. Another way to connect with that.
yeah, yeah, we're so honored. So we do have a tradition here where we begin our show by opening sacred space. So we love, as shamans, we love to work within sacred space. So we invite you to just follow along. If you know your directions and you're able to, we just invite you to turn to that direction, open your heart, just hear the words, take them in to make them, medicine for you for wherever you're at in your journey. But we're just calling in the archetypes of the four directions that are, just here to support us all on this miraculous journey that we're on.
Yes, grateful, so grateful for that support.
Yeah. So we're going to begin with the south and calling in Sachamama or serpent energy. So, to the winds of the south, Sachamama, beautiful serpent, mother of the waters, come into our sacred medicine space today. Be with us. Wrap your coils of light and love around us. Just help us and teach us to gently release those things that are no longer serving us, the old stories, the ways of being, the habits, to just let them be shed, just as you shed your skin all at once.
Mm,
And be with us, Mother, as we walk upon this earth. You who have her belly to Pachamama, who are so connected to nature and to the divine feminine wisdom of Mother Earth. Teach us to walk in beauty and touch everyone we meet with beauty. We thank you and we honor you always.
oh. To the winds of the west, magical Ortorongo jaguars coming into our medicine space with your incredible strength, prowess, and courage. Thank you for taking us on that journey to leave the physical and go into the ethereal, to allow Jaguar to just show us new ways of seeking truth through the ethereal journey and giving us that strength and that courage as we go through our pathways, helping us to navigate through the hallways of our journeys to help us, to help us, to help us. Thank you, Jaguar, for teaching us the tools of the luminous warrior in peace and truth, to walk with impeccability, to walk with certainty, non-engagement, non-doing. We honor you. We thank you for being with us today. Oh,
To the north, to the winds of the north, ancestors, ancient ones, grandmothers and grandfathers, we honor you who have come before us. We honor you who will come after us, our children's children, bringers of the light. Come
mm,
into our sacred medicine space today. Sit around the fire with us and share your ways, your wisdom, and your knowledge. May our hearts and our minds be open to receive. And Seawater Kente, Royal Hummingbird. Ah, sweet bird, you who guide us on our soul's epic journey. You who have such strength, such endurance. Bring us those qualities. And help us to cultivate that inner stillness that you are such a master of, so that we can find our own inner peace. And teach us to only drink from that sweet nectar of life. We thank you. Aho.
To the winds of the east, Apachin Kundor, Eagle Condor. Oh, thank you for coming into our space and showing us, Great Eagle, how to soar again, how to fly, to take flight with you, to be in that ease and grace of flight, to be able to catch the updrafts, to go above the storms, to be able to look down upon our lives with a renewed perspective and a discerning understanding, seeing those obstacles as now opportunities. We thank you, Condor, for your depth, for your transformative nature, that you teach us the mysteries of Great Spirit, that you're a deep-seated foundational presence in our lives. We thank you and we honor you both. Oh.
And to our beloved Pachamama, Mother Earth. Ah, Pachamama, our beloved, beloved Mother Earth. Thank you for how you just hold sacred space for us, how you ground us, how you nurture and nourish all your people with your beauty and your bounty. We thank you from all the people, stone people, plant people, four-legged, two-legged, the creepy crawlies, the finned, the furred, the winged ones. Thank you for holding us so beautifully and imbuing us with your divine feminine wisdom. We honor you. So,
Oh. Auntie Taita, Father Sky, Mama Kia, Grandmother Moon, Sashka Kuna, Star Nations, celestial, luminous beings of light and power, Great Spirit, endow us with your peace. In these turbulent times, we ask for your grace, for a great light to be manifest, something that we can attune to, that we can relate to, that we can attach to in a healthy way, that we can look through the windows of things that are appearing and know that we have the tools to be able to see through, to be able to focus on the light and be one within ourselves collectively and as a community and as a nation. Aho.
So we're going to open our own sacred space, the Viracocha, source of the, which chakra 8 translates into source of the sacred. So we're going to reach up and pierce that luminous ball of light, that chakra 8, and wrap that energy all around us. So we invite you to join in. So take an inhale as you raise your arms up and overhead. Imagine you're piercing that beautiful golden ball of light. And slowly bring that all around you. So you're in this beautiful, like an egg shape, and bring it down, connecting it beneath your feet, deep in the earth. And then we'll do the same over our community here, or our Ayu, over each other here and watching the replay, so that we are all one in this, held in this beautiful luminous light.
Mm.
And as our tradition, Julia will just guide us through a short, beautiful journey. We never know where she's going to take us.
Well, I never know where Spirit's going to take
Where
us.
Spirit's going to take us.
Pachamama, Father Sky, and all the archetypes. We are so grateful for your covering of us lineages, for your covering and your grounding, and the light that we just brought in when we opened up our Viracochas. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that light, for that ability to pierce into that 8th chakra and allowing us to shower ourselves with that light. So let's just focus on that for a moment in a place and time where we may feel challenged or on edge. Let's just focus on that light. So I'm encouraging you to inhale it. Deep, deep breaths. Inhaling that light into your field, your energy field, your chakra field. Letting it illuminate your decisions, your concerns, just allowing now your exhalation to release that, to let that go for now. Just a few minutes, just take a few minutes for yourself where you can focus on the light and let go of anything else. So join me in a breathing pattern where we continue this inhaling the light. Inhale, 3, 4, and hold it. 2, 3, 4, and release with your breath. 3, 4, and now hold that empty. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold it. Release it. Hold it empty. Inhale again. Hold it. Release. Hold that space empty, in peace. Inhale. Hold it. Hold that light all around you. And then release with your breath and empty your lungs until you feel you can settle down now into a more peaceful space. Focusing on the light that has come into your chakra field. See yourself as a beam of light all the way down your chakras. See the light in your crown, in your third eye, which is the middle of your forehead, in your throat, your heart, solar plexus just below the rib cage, sacral about an inch below your belly, and your root, your pelvic area. See it as a beam of light. And as you walk along this pathway, you can barely recognize yourself. You see this beam of light all the way down your chakras, moving forward. Coming to a clearing now as you're walking along a grassy path. You notice you're entering into a community of other lights, of other people with their light beams shone from their crown down through their pelvic area. And as they gather together, they focus on that light together. And they hold a sort of communion as they just gather. No words are necessary. Just being together in that collective of light, holding that space, sending it now to our families, sending love and light. And as you send, it's replenished immediately. So there's no lacking in yourself, sending it to your families, to your community, to your collectives, the groups that you're naturally a part of, to your cities, sending that light, amazing light all together now, to your state or province, seeing it all illuminated in that beam of light, to your country, seeing it all illuminated. Beautiful, beautiful beams of light, seeing the individuals, cities beaming, and yet the entire country beaming with that light. And now to our planet, Pachamama, Father Sky, giving us more and more light and grounding to hold that space, to be able to hold that space and anchor down. And it doesn't really matter what's happening right now. What we're doing is we're affecting everything with this beautiful light as a collective of light beings. So hold that in your consciousness and visit here several times a day in your thoughts, just seeing yourself reaching out as a beam of light into your community, into your family, into your cities, state or provinces, countries, planet. Seeing yourself. It only takes a minute, and it makes a huge difference. For that's what we need right now. We need more light on the planet to assuage all that is happening. So we thank you. We thank you for this light, great spirit. We thank you, lineages. We thank you, archetypes. Doesn't matter what you believe, we can all send light. So remembering you can visit this several times a day. You can affect change by doing this exercise. But for now, we're going to come back as we share about some beautiful divine feminine rights that will increase this light. So sitting in that collective, but going back into your own energy field, coming back into the space. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Oh, that was so powerful, Julia. You know, what I love so much about what Spirit dropped in today is this is something we can all do. This is something that will affect I believe, the greatest change, right? If we stay as the beings of light that we are and we emanate that out, not only are we healing, we are affecting the healing and the change and change for humanity, right? For our families, communities, and the world. And so that was so, so powerful. I love that.
Thank you, Spirit. And it does, can affect change with that light, amazingly so. It's very easy to get involved in the story of what's going on in the world, in our country. And the media does a really good job of creating sensationalism. So if you watch or read a lot of media, it's very easy to get caught up in that. But just always kind of realize when that happens that you can just close your eyes for just even a few seconds and go ahead and focus on your light beam again and send that out to that situation. And like Cindy said, affects change so amazingly. If we all do that, if all the light workers on the planet do that, I really believe we can really affect what's going on in such a positive and lovely way.
I agree. And, you know, sometimes people feel so helpless, like that they can't do anything. But we can all do this, and it is so potent and it is so powerful. So never think that you can't affect change, because we all can.
Yes. Yes. And so, in the Andean spiritual tradition, they have these beautiful um, divine feminine rites called the Nusta Carpi, and they represent the princesses and the goddesses of the sacred. And these energies are from nature, born of the great mountains, the sacred lakes along Peru and Bolivia, and they're also connected to other waters on our planet and mountains. And so Karpai means rite of passage or initiation. So we embrace these, there's 7 of them. We embrace these Nusta Karpai rites because they're initiation rites into the 7 Andean goddesses from the Incan shamanic tradition. So they're very powerful. They're very old. They were gifted down to this shaman who has been sharing it now for about 10 years. And they're very, very potent. And Cindy and I are going to be offering a class in this, and offering the initiation of the 7 rites later on this year.
I'm excited about that. You and I have both received the rights, and they've been very powerful. And these are ancient ceremonies and wisdom that's embodied in the living ancestral languages of the of word and ritual. They hold a blueprint for creating a heart-centered light
Yes,
within, us. We're the living universe, right? And
right.
so these are it's the right is this so it's like planting seeds within us that get to grow and blossom, and they're been handed down, their ancestral prophecies that have been handed down within lineages of healers and mystics, and it's all a single message, and it's all, here for us to heal and evolve. And, we've been told, our teacher Alberto, the message is it's time to share these ceremonies, share these teachings. Our survival as human children of Pachamama depends on restoring this sacred, you know, Aini, or balance and harmony in our world.
Yes, absolutely. That to me is the whole reason why we do what we do, because we tap into that ancient Andean shamanic tradition, and it has always worked. And at times, like when the conquistadors came to their area, they took off up into the mountains, way high up into the mountains, the Quiro shamans did, to maintain and hold their truth, because they knew that it was going to be destroyed and that it would be taken from them if they didn't protect it. And they didn't come down till about 500 years later. And this is part of what they share with us, these Nusta Carpi rites, seeds of light. It's like now is a time for great transformation and balance for humans, and we need to bring healing to Pachamama. And these rites help immensely with this. The intent of them, of these rites, is to soften the hearts of both men and women and help empower women, which is so needed. And I don't even need to get into that. We all know that. But it also is an initiation that transmits the seeds of light and balance to the feminine and the masculine energies within ourselves. So as we heal and balance the divine feminine within ourselves, so then we heal Pachamama. And that's how it works. And that's why it's so powerful and wonderful that if we want to affect change, what we do is we affect change in ourselves. We start being that beam of light. We start sending out that beam of light, and that's what can change everything. And these rites are just another way, very powerful way of initiating you into that understanding of who you are, where you came from, your roots, and bringing back a balance of the divine feminine and masculine energies within you, so you can walk your truth along your path of oneness with that
Mm.
kind of support. At any time you bring in ceremonial rites, there is support of the lineage that walks behind you and around you and holds that space with you. That's part of the beauty of the ceremonial rites of Andean shamanism that we share.
Yeah, I mean, in our programs, we teach the Munai Ki rites, which are so beautiful, and these rites are in addition to that are just I find they're so potent and powerful. These rites are given as energetic seeds of the feminine goddess archetypes, and they're transmitted into our 7 chakras and our luminous energy field. We can begin to feel the impact of the Nusta immediately. But as with the cycles of the moon and the cycles of nature, her alchemy works in cycles through us as well. And the Nustas have a very gentle but powerful energy that deeply heal and restore the balance of the feminine within us. So, they're there for those of us that wish to heal the divine feminine within ourselves and carry that healing out into the world. And this will bring like that what we all wish for, right? Is that greater peace and harmony and unity for our planet and for humanity.
Hmm.
So for me, they're so powerful and they're so beautiful. And there's 7 rites. Each one carries a different seed that's put into a different chakra that we work with over time. And as we work with these seeds, just like any seed that you plant, they grow and they flourish. And, what they produce is more love and more harmony and more inner peace, more divine feminine energy, more compassion, all of the beautiful qualities that are associated with the divine feminine. So we're really, really thrilled to be offering this program in the fall. And what we wanted to do to bring to you is just, over the next few months, we'll just be sharing about each one of the goddess rites and how they can have that impact of healing within ourselves and thus the, humanity and the earth. So we look forward to bringing that information to you. And, you know, we'd love to hear your thoughts, and your questions. We welcome your questions. So if you can type them in the chat. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, we really would love for you to join us, and then you are informed when we have a new show coming up, which is every week except for the last Tuesday of every month. We take as our time for us to do our integration, because we're always, even though we're supporting and working with others all the time, we also take that time to do that work within ourselves.
So these rites were gifted to the Q'ero shamans, and so it's just another version of extending the power of the divine feminine through Andean shamanism, a very powerful way. I guess they were gifted through a shaman called Don Mariano. I don't know quite how to pronounce his last name. Quispe? Quispe in 2010. So they haven't been around for a long time. So there's just a lot of activity just now starting of being able to initiate um, women into this harmonious, men and women into this harmonious balance, bringing us back to Pachamama and right
Mm.
relationship with each other.
Mhm. Yes. So we look forward to sharing more. And do we have a show next week, Julia?
Nope.
Or we are integration. We're at integration week next week. Okay, so we will see you back here in 2 weeks. We look forward to hearing from you. And you can join us on our Divine Feminine Shaman private Facebook group. We welcome you there, where Julia shares some beautiful daily inspirations and um, lovely, thought-provoking posts. So we welcome you to the
And
Divine Feminine
on
Shaman.
all our pages, we end up posting them throughout. And my page is public and open. Yours probably is too. So you can reach us that way too. Have any questions? Please put it in the comments. Please subscribe so that we can continue to build that collective of oneness and light together. Yeah.
So, shall we close directions? Is there
Yeah.
anything else?
I think we're pretty complete.
Okay. So we'll turn to the south. Mama, thank you for being with us today, for wrapping your coils of light and love around us, for helping us to release those things that are no longer serving us so that we can embody more and more of our light body, more and more of the love that we are, more and more of the divine feminine wisdom, and be our guide on this divine journey, walking in beauty, touching everyone we meet with beauty. To now.
Ah, Orthanango, Winds of the West. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being with us and opening our hearts and our spirits to hear the message of light, the message of spirit, helping us navigate through the many myriads of challenges that come into our life with this beautiful light, bringing that understanding. We thank you and we release you now. Aho.
To the north, to the winds of the north, ancient ones, lineage, grandmothers, grandfathers, our children's children. Thank you for being with us today and sharing your ways, your wisdom, your knowledge. Siwar Kente, thank you for being on this beautiful, epic journey with us, being our guide as we embody more and more inner peace, light, and sweetness. We release you now.
Oh. Ah, beautiful. Eagle Condor and the winds of the east, we thank you. Thank you for helping us have a new perspective on our lives, now seeing ourselves as beams of light, able to affect change wherever we go. We thank you for that gift. We thank you for the deep mysteries that Condor shares with us when we open our hearts. And we release you now. Aho.
Pachamama. Ah, beloved Mother Earth, we thank you and we honor you. Thank you for how you hold us so in such a sweet way. You ground us, you nourish us, and you nurture us with your bounty and your beauty. We honor you and we release you now. Hold.
Oh. Auntie Taita, Father Sky, Mama Kia, Grandmother Moon, Sashka Kuna, Star Nations, and celestial luminous beings of light and power, Great Spirit, thank you so much for accompanying this passage, this truth that we were able to share today. We thank you for your blessing. We thank you for opening our hearts and minds that we can go forth in truth and light, and we release you now. Aho.
So we'll close our Wiracocha, the beautiful luminous light around our IU, our community here. And over ourselves. As you bring that luminous light up, bring it into each of your chakras, the crown, third eye, your throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, and root. Feeling yourself, feeling that beam of light still flowing down through you and grounding you right into the core of the earth so that you can walk in peace and beauty and certainty and sweetness.
Aho.
Oh, thank you for joining us, everyone. And we will be back in 2 weeks. We look forward to seeing you then.
And practice that beam of light and see what a difference it makes in the way you look at life. It really affects that thought process. So I invite you to just try it out several times a day.
Okay, bye for now.